Hello from Londonist. This week we're indoors and we're going to talk about British cinema, and I'm going to advise you, top quality British movies that you can find on Netflix. So as we all know, British cinema is famous for its sensibility and its captivating actors and humor for sure. Whether they're blockbusters or indie gems, British movies are loved around the world. And believe it or not, many film industries, especially including Hollywood, have borrowed a lot from the British cinema. So British cinema has given the world many stalwarts of cinema, including the directors from Alfred Hitchcock, Danny Boyle, and Ridley Scott. So groundbreaking actors like Charlie Chaplin, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Sir Michael Caine. From the most talented and beautiful actresses from Kate Winslet, Helen Mirren, Judi Dench, Claire Foy, and the list goes on. So now I'm going to advise you the 16 British movies that you can find on Netflix. First one is The Riot Club. Not to be confused with Fight Club, the narrative of this story is a little bit different from much as it's similar to it. And it's also about a club that is based on hedonism and wants money on it. But I love that film. You should watch it. The second one is Una. Una is a young girl which is at her late 20s and has this sexual relationship with a man that goes to psychological dark thriller, and she finds the reason behind why the man left her after their relationship. The third one is Mindhorn. Mindhorn is basically about a murder story that is happening in a small town. So the fourth one is Bad Day for the Cut. And this is about a man who is having a simple life in his farm and spends all of his money on his alcohol and everything and loves to hang out with his pals at night. And while this simple life is happening, one bad day, his mother gets murdered and he takes it on himself to find the killers. And that's what the movie is about. So the fifth one is Virunga. Virunga is a national park in the east of Congo, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for being the last home for mountain gorillas. And it's about a group of people who are armed and trying to protect this endangered species and fighting the evil to protect the force of nature and to win back their rights. So this movie was nominated for Academy Awards as the Best Documentary category. And it's an amazing wake-up call for civil war and nature itself. So the sixth one is Calibre, which is about a boy that is shooting someone accidentally, and the plan for hiding the body and getting away with it goes terribly wrong. But the cinematography and the dramatology to that movie is amazing. So the seventh one is a heartwarming love story, which is about, of course, two strangers are meeting in a train station accidentally, and it looks like it's meant to be. It's called Man Up, but I love the dramatology and the heartwarming realness of that love story. So the eighth movie is The Duchess. Keira Knightley appears in that one. She gets to marry a 17-year-old girl, gets to marry with the Duke of Devonshire, and when she gets married, it doesn't turn out to be what she's expected. So she goes into an affair that might have very bad consequences. So the ninth one is Sweet Franchise, which won't be wrong if we call it an eternal love story that is going on during 40s in a small town in France during Nazi occupation. So you can imagine how intense the love story might be. So the 10th one is Howard's End, which is a timeless classic that is about love, lust, hate, relationships, power, greed, wealth, everything that you can think of. And the actors in it are like Anthony Hopkins, Emma Thompson, and Helena Bonham Carter, so I feel like I shouldn't say no more. So the 11th one is King's Speech. It's a real-life story about the son of King George V, King George VI. So this movie has been a very critical and commercial success, and also which has made Colin Firth win the Best Actor in Academy Awards. So I shouldn't say no more, and you should see this amazing movie. So the 12th one is The King. William Shakespeare had written a lot of plays based on Henry IV and Henry V, which are also sources for this material for this film. And the Young Prince is performed amazingly by Timothy Chalamet, which is an amazing performance. and you should see it. So the 13th one is Kajaki. Kajaki is one of the most intense docudramas that you can ever come across. It's about a group of British soldiers that are trapped in Afghanistan. So the 14th one is called Apostle. It's a Netflix original horror movie that is very intense. It's about a man called Thomas Richardson. He's receiving a message from the members of a secret cult that his sister was kidnapped and have taken to an island. The 15th one is Black Mirror Bandersnatch. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, but if you haven't, this is an experiment which we have never witnessed in a movie before, because a lot of decisions in the movie that can be controlled by the viewers, and you can choose your own scenario. And the 16th one is The Ritual, which is a British horror movie that is about 4 friends going to a hike in a Scandinavian forest, but the forest is so huge and deep, and one step you can take you to eternal wilderness, and that is what exactly is happening in the movie. So as much as I love the movies and as much as I could give information to you, today I wanted to inform you about the British movies that you can find on Netflix. I am very, very proud to be in this city and to be in contact with these movies when they are just released. So we love British cinema, and goodbye from Londonist.